So the last episode saw us beat Man City in the Super Cup, as well as starting the Premier League season off with a fantastic result against Villa. Can we now show that we belong in the Champions League? Our first two fixtures coming up. Yes, welcome back, boys and girls. After winning the Super Cup, we have been given our Champions League fixtures. We start with trips to Inter Milan and Bayern Munich, which are the two games I'm going to bring you today before we host Juventus, and then it starts to get a little bit easier with Wolfsberger and Monaco before a tricky tie against Barcelona, and then we finish off against Real Sociedad and Galatasaray. Looking at the fixtures, I think we can get out of the group. And what better way to show that we belong at this level by picking up points in our very first game. But before we get that, let me fill you in on how we've been doing since you last saw us. We followed up that 0-0 against Man City with a 0-0 disappointment against Middlesbrough. Nobody turned up for that game. Absolutely shocking. But we bounced back by smashing Bournemouth 5-0. Marcus Leonardo helping himself to 4 goals. Then West Brom came around, and in my haste to try and rush through to get this recorded a little bit earlier, I thought I was bringing in Dewey to the team. I brought in Nathan Trott, our third choice goalkeeper, and he only went open the scoring on 9 minutes. Can't believe it. Ended up keeping him on for the whole game. Schumacher got 2 just to make sure we were comfortable. And then in the last game, for some reason, I don't know why, past Paul decided to put Jordan Pickford in goal, and he conceded 4. But luckily, we scored 5. João Pedro, Marcus Leonardo, Alex Scott and Jared Bowen with the goals. So we've been doing really well. We're third in the league as it stands. We're a point off top. Man United and Chelsea both on 15 points. So far, so good. And let's try and make that one step better by getting some points in the Champions League. And this is the team. Karnaseki comes back into the goal. Truffert is going to be left back. Akoli and Milenkovic are going to play centre backs with Belanova. Going to go Paqueta and Gallagher back in the midfield. Last year's midfield there. Dewey, he's been playing alright, maybe not quite ready for this stage yet. Ryan Cherky's been really creative down the left hand side for us with Alex Scott, Jared Bowen and big game Jan Luca. Alright, let's get this show on the road. I mean, I'm not sure how this season's going to go in the Champions League. I know that we definitely belong in the Champions League, I'd say, but whether we can compete with these teams at the very highest level, I mean, I say highest level, they've got our old boy David Brooks playing for them. He's going to be keen to show what a mistake it was to let him go. But Jared Bowen's also going to be keen. Can't build on his heroic Conference League final winning goal in real life with a early goal at the San Siro. But we started okay, 10 minutes gone. We've nicked the ball there. Paquetá now strides forward. Tame effort in the end though, and Onana gathers comfortably. I'm encouraged by what I've seen so far though. According to the match momentum, we have been the much better team, despite not having anything to show of it either on the score sheet or really in the stats. But we've got it again. Paquetá, Ryan Cherky looks over the top for Jared Bowen. That's that creativity we were talking about. Alex Scott arrives, and I thought that was nestling in the top of the net there. But over the bar it goes, and Inter survive. Now then, Inter now have the ball. We've nearly nicked it back there. Kovacic with a cross from deep. Belanova gets up well, but Tsimikas beats Bowen to the ball. Oh, that was robust from Belanova there, but he comes away with the ball. I wasn't panicking. Paquetá over the top towards Scott. Bastoni gets there, but Conor Gallagher intercepts. Cherky. It's a bit kind of bitty, and Paquetá's giving it away. Very sloppy. Marcus Edwards now runs all the way through, and thankfully for us, he's got a spoon for a foot, and it rolls down the shin, up the toe, and over the bar. I'm guessing that's what happened. The graphics aren't that good on this game, but you know, that's what it looks like. That's what I'm going with. And what are we going with here? Inter Milan playing the ball around very gingerly inside their own half, but they spring forward. David Brooks now closing down. He's found Dumfries, close him down. Kovacic. Dumfries has got all the space in the world. He will punish us, and he does. Lautaro Martinez with a tap in from a yard. You can't give players of that quality that much time and space. I mean, yeah, I think Okoli comes out and then leaves him to be. Truffert's nowhere near where he should be. And yeah, Lautaro Martinez is not going to miss from there. I mean, it was a good opening for them, but I think we should have definitely defended that a bit better. I'm going to, show me something else in the first half. What I am going to do, because I noticed there we got a little bit caught out a couple of times. So let's just drop that line back a little bit. Hopefully that gives us a bit more of a solid defensive base to start from. They brought on DeMarco for Simicas. There must have been an injury. I missed that in the first half. Drop some encouragement. Bowen with a free kick from deep. Okoli looking to get up, but he can't beat his man. Conor Gallagher, though, managed to win it back. Okoli, Skamaka. I mean, that is the difference between a high-quality fullback in that position and a centre-half. And then, maybe an elite. I mean, Skamaka's done brilliant for us. I'm not going to dig him out. Although he's on a 6.1, so I am going to take him off. Marcus Leonardo can come on. And I think Duranville can come on with a chance to shine. And then Ndongo I'm going to give a run out. Truffert's not doing great. I mean, no one's doing great, really. We're so much better than this. But it's a tight game. You could argue, based on the momentum and some of the stats, we've actually been the better team. Although, I was nervous there. I'm still nervous, but Paquetá wins it back. Now Marcus Leonardo, can we break? Alex Scott gets tackled, but he managed to find Duranville over the top. Duranville, that is what I brought him on for. I mean, do I hear tactical genius? Do I hear mastermind? I'll let you decide. Boys and girls, but I'm hearing all sorts of superlatives in my head, both for Duranville for scoring and for yours truly for bringing him on. I mean, let's not just concede straight away though, lads. Let's not concede straight away. Let's get a foot in. Okay, let's get another foot in. We've still got caught out in behind. And it says he acrobatically tipped it over the bar. I think it bounced off his head and went over the bar. I will take either, as long as it doesn't result. I mean, DeMarco is apparently looked like he was worshipping the football before he took the corner. Oh, Cherky, what you doing? Paquetá, what you doing? I thought that had pen written all over it. We managed to scramble it clear. Nervous times as we draw to a close in this game. A point away at Inter Milan. I'm actually made up with that. I know we didn't play fantastic, but that's not to be sniffed at. When I looked at the fixtures, I thought there was 4 games that are winnable and 4 that I'd quite happily take 3 or 4 points from in total. And this is one of them ones, so we're 1 point better off than what we could have been. We've got Bayern Munich in our next game. I'm not going to show you that this episode though, because I didn't realise there was that much of a gap. So I'm going to bring you the Brentford game now. And then on Tuesday we'll come back for Bayern and Tottenham. But for now, let's get through to this Brentford game and I'll see you in a second. Right, here we are then. A few changes to the lineup. Ben Johnson comes in at left back and Ndongo at right back. Don't know what I'm doing there. Let's change them around. That looks a lot more like it. Dewey and Morton come in the midfield. João Pedro and Marcus Leonardo also come in. A few tired legs, understandably, after that game. But let's try and show you what we're about in the Premier League. Ben Johnson with the captain's armband. I mean, he is West Ham through and through. I mean, Duranville's probably unlucky not to get himself a start after coming off the bench and scoring. But maybe he can have the same impact today at the Brentford or the GTEC Community Stadium. Brentford Community Stadium is it called in the game. They're down in 13th. A solid start from them. And they're looking for an even more solid start in this game. But Karnaseki jumps up and catches the ball cleanly. Ben Johnson's managed to pick himself up a knock. Okoli's picked himself up a knock. Bowen's found Cherky. Cherky's found Leonardo. And Leonardo's picked himself up a goal if he stayed on side. They're checking it. The players don't look confident. They put their arms up though. And that means only one thing. It is 1-0 to West Ham, a 7th for the season from Marcus Leonardo. Brentford would be disappointed that Bowen was allowed to bring that down. He found Cherki, again showing his creative force there, and Marcus Leonardo with a confident finish. He will feel probably that he should have started in the San Siro, and I think based on how the game went, he might be right. Maybe it is a bit of a crossover between him and Skamaka, but I just thought after everything Skamaka's done, he deserves a bit more of a run as the main striker. We were asking for a penalty. I don't think it was in the box. The referee doesn't think it was in the box, so it's a free kick. But Fujimoto is just getting told, "Calm down, bruv," or words to that effect. As Cherki can be quite dangerous from this kind of position. He almost finds Ignacio. Ivan Toney still at Brentford. It's rare you see him still at Brentford this far into a save. I mean, I'm sure if he was a gambling man, he would bet against himself being at Brentford this far into his career. But fair play, he stayed there, he showed some loyalty. The club stuck by him, and hopefully for us, we can keep him out, because we all know the threat he possesses as he looks to get on the end of this. I had visions of a bit of a mix-up there, but Caleb Okoli gets himself in the right position, and thankfully we block the ball and it counts to nothing. Sorensen all off the bar. I mean, we're not defending with much confidence. What a save that is. One for the cameras, but you still got to save them. Fujimoto now with the corner. Ignacio getting himself up, showing him what a force he can be in defensive situations as well as attacking. Although Okoli this time gets up, and I don't want to give us the kiss of death and say we're looking fairly comfortable with the aerial threat so far, but we have done. So cue Ivan Toney now getting a header and making it 1-1 at some point, probably in the 94th minute. Just putting it out there, so if it does happen, Mystic Potsy again, as Cherki just blasts it into Ivan Toney's face from the free kick. Do we now? Cherki, can he do a bit better this time? He rubbed it off Stevens. He's been assaulted. Aya's running away. He's chasing the referee, saying I didn't touch him. The referee's not even looking at him. He's given up. He knows this is going to be a penalty. It is a penalty, and who is going to step up and take it? Oh, he's been given a red card for that. No wonder he was running away. It is Jared Bowen, the hero of the Conference League final in real life. And he's just made a plum of himself by missing the penalty, really. I was getting ready to do the chant and everything. Cherki with a corner. Ignacio getting up, and unfortunately for us, it's straight at David Raya. Brentford then down to 10 men. In normal circumstances, you should make it more comfortable for us, but this is Football Manager after all, and we are only 1-0 up, so anything can happen as we deal with the aerial threat once more, which leads me to believe even more that 94th minute header is coming, especially as we cannot take another chance. We've hit the post. Tyler Morton looking to make the most of a rare start for us. Can't convert. João Pedro in the same sort of position as Morton there, not starting as many games as he'd hope, and probably showing why there as he blasts it over the bar. It's only 1-0 at half time. It's nervy times, boys and girls. Nervy times. Cherki with a free kick then. João Pedro, we've caught him out, and João Pedro, and he's kind of dragged it wide. The longer this stays 1-0, the more convinced I am that equaliser will come. So we're going to demand a bit more. I mean, it's just got FM written all over it, hasn't it? Ivan Toney, Caleb Okoli gets it off him. It's a weird one. The more comfortable we deal with him, the more convinced I am he's going to bite us. But no, Cherki has got himself in there. He's capped an excellent West Ham move according to the commentary. According to, the video, you've seen it for yourself. We sliced our way through there. It all started with Caleb Okoli, bullying Toney. Ndongo then gets himself further forward. João Pedro with a cheeky little ball. And what a finish that is. Right into the top corner. And that makes me feel a lot more comfortable. 2-0 up with half an hour to go. And now feel we should be able to rest Okoli if he's injured. I think Duranville is going to get himself a run out. He's been tapping me on the shoulder. Come on, Potsy. I scored in the last game. Get me on the pitch. Go on, son. I'll do just that. You show me what you've got again. Show me what you're made of. Apparently nothing. Apparently nothing. Nothing's happened since the changes. So let's make more. Let's make more. Let's be radical. Let's let Cherky have a bit of a rest. Why don't we give Paquetá a little run out as a trequartista? Why not? If you can't experiment at 2-0 up, when can you experiment? Ah, what a wally, boys and girls. What an absolute wally. He's got himself sent off. What can we do here? Let's just do that. Duranville can... João Pedro can probably play up front. We've got a bit of fluidity. We've got Skamaka on the bench, to be fair. Yeah. Sorry, João Pedro. But, yeah, just a victim of your countrymen and teammates' stupidity, really. He's going nowhere. There's no reason for it at all. Even with 10, we've managed to see the game out comfortably. Or have we? We've got a highlight as it goes into injury time. It looks like it's going to be for us. It looks like Skamaka could be in, but David Raya, quick out off his line, smothers the ball, hoofs it up towards Sadiq, but Milenkovic, just as dominant as Okoli was. But Morton's given the ball away. He's tried to win it back. He's been run away from. Sadiq now, De Silva, Johnson gets the ball in, and we look to break. We cannot. This is such a dodgy highlight. Worrell's got himself sent off now. The referee loves it. This referee loves a red card. Worrell's, it's a second yellow. Joe Worrell's got the man advantage again. There's hardly anyone left on the pitch at this point. And we run out 2-0 victors. I will take that. I would have definitely took a win and a draw from them 2 games. Arguably, for the sake of our season, this is the best way round. We stay in second. We've got the joint best goal difference. Man United will overtake us if they win, but we're going to be without Marcus Leonardo for a couple of league games. But we'll let future Potsy worry about that. Right, boys and girls, hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did, please leave a like on the video. Join us again on Tuesday where we play Bayern and Tottenham.